This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Redskins. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
You draw Porter. Back. Go.
Here's Ward. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Slam.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Ward. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the ground with Ward. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go, defense.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
They run it with Ward. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Running right, Portis. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Echo. Look at me. Zipper.
Line's 50. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Right now.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check right 21, right 21, check right 21.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Watch the safety creep. 61, matchbox lights. Fire.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, Haywood. Score.
SOS.
Hey, lock it.
SOS.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Leo. Hey, team 6.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Let's go. Yes, and go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. 1st quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Exit. Even. 4th down. Even.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Pittsburgh. Tight end right. 4 down. Go nowhere. 22. Go nowhere. Orbit. Go. Pump. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Lucky. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down now, it's Ward. Oh, he slipped right by him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. 3 down. Shit.
Watch. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Steve Griffin.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yeah.
Mike 50.
I got you.
On third down, Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
You draw portrait. Hey, zoom.
Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Check pass. Mike 50. I'm coming.
On fourth down, Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Ward. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Moore. And he lost the football. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try the left side. Moore. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50. Watch the curve. Mike's 50.
On 4th down, Herbert. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
High 7, let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll try the left side. Ward. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They'll look to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Bravo! We got 4. 22. Twice.
Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Rock it.
Here I come.
Go.
Check. Shift.
Now.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tight dog. Shift.
Safe.
You're out. Hey.
Check. Mike 50.
Hey, tight.
A final shot before break. Herbert, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo! Look at me. Door.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. 61. Match box. Get it.
Now a give right side. It's Ward. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Any weapon.
Again on the ground. Again, it's Ward. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
To throw on third down. Herbert into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Alpha.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
We got 6.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 7th, and the pressure gets to him again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw, and it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Max 50. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, orbit. Bam. Bang. Look at me. Zipper.
Let's go, D.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
He's tracking. Crash. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Gotta do better.
Hey, Echo.
Come on, QB, come on.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Chance. Mike's 50.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Five.
Mike 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 50.
From the gun, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside. Really well-run route.
Yes.
On 3rd down, Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try the left side. Moore. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ward. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, it's Ward, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go. AT Gator.
Focus, defense, focus.
Get it.
And they will take a knee here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
It's been a long day for you.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Ship, pad. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Redskins nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
53's the mic.
He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Strong right. Exit. Check. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. 8, read. Tight end right. Even. Go.
Back to throw here. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Second and 1.
Let me see another.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is third and goal.
Makes it third.
Out to his left. Touchdown, Redskins. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
51, Redskins 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Shoot. Hey, lock it. Hey, Alpha.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready. Leo.
Yo. Kill.
Rock it. Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
50. Mike 50. Here we go.
Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on second and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Redskins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch 7. Single wide. Move. Ready.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This to McLaurin out on the left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd down and 5.
What's tight? Tight is right. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Got it. 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.